You're thinking about making an offer on a home that you love, but how long will it take to hear back whether your offer's been accepted? That's what we're talking about today, so let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bryn Cook, and I'm a real estate agent here in Eugene, Oregon. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I'd like to start out on a side note with this video. I typically create content that not only gives tips on real estate, but also highlights the different areas of Eugene. I love taking videos and photos to share about our beautiful area. But right now, as I record this in September of 2020, Oregon and the entire West Coast are being hit by devastating forest fires. It's been over a week now where people are losing their homes and lives to the fires here. And even if you're avoiding the fires and aren't having to evacuate, then the air quality is at a hazardous level, which requires us to stay inside. All that to say, please keep Oregon in your thoughts and keep your fingers crossed that we get some rain soon. In the meantime, I will be focusing on the real estate side of things while we wait for the air to clear up. If you have any requests or you'd like for me to cover a specific topic, please let me know in the comments down below. So let's get started. Today I'm covering a question that I'm asked a lot when preparing offers for my clients, which is how long will it take to hear back about our offer? Well, as with so many answers to questions in real estate, really it all depends. First, let's do a quick overview of what the seller needs to consider before they respond. Here's how it works. When you, as the buyer, decide to make an offer, you're setting a lot of the parameters for the deal. What's the price that you're offering to pay for the home, and how will you be paying or financing the deal? Are you asking for the seller to contribute towards closing costs? What's the time frame and types of inspections that you plan on conducting? What type of earnest money deposit will you be making? Are you asking for any personal property with the sale? How quickly can you close? And what's the closing date? At the end of the purchase offer, you'll be asked to set a date and time for when your offer will expire. Now that date and time is much more of a request than a deadline for the seller. What that expiration really does is it gives you, as the buyer, the freedom to look at and potentially make an offer on another home should the seller not respond by that requested time. In reality, the seller can respond whenever they're ready to. During a seller's market, which is what we're in right now, more often than not, the seller will be reviewing multiple offers. There are also many things that can affect their decision-making ability. What's most important to them? Is it all about the money? Are there potential property issues with the property that could make the type of financing more of a consideration? Do they have sentimental attachment to the home that they're selling and want to take their time in choosing just the right buyer? Is their real estate agent presenting the offers in a timely fashion? As a buyer, having empathy for the seller's situation and what they're dealing with can go a long way in how your offer is presented and received. The agent that you work with should be asking the right questions when submitting the offer in order to help guide you in setting the right expiration time frame for your offer and for you to have realistic expectations for the seller's response time. Setting the expiration time too far out can open your offer up to having to compete with other offers that are submitted later. Not giving them enough time to really consider your offer can be off-putting to the seller and frustrate them by making them feel too much pressure to decide. I usually see an offer expiration time frame of about 24 to 48 hours from when the offer is presented to the seller's agent. And I've seen responses come back as quickly as a couple of hours, and I've seen them take as long as a week. The seller has the option to respond after the expiration time of the offer, but they run the risk of losing the deal because the buyer has moved on to the next place. As with anything, communication is key. The buyer and their real estate agent need to be in close communication during this part of the process. And the agent needs to be following up with the listing agent to see how things are progressing and where the seller's head is at. It's not easy, but the biggest thing to keep in mind is that patience is key. If you like this video, don't forget to watch the other videos in my playlist about the real estate process in general. I'd love to hear from you. You can call, email, or leave a comment down below. I work hard to stay connected. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and join me for my next video. Thanks so much for watching.